Hi guys. For anybody who wants to understand the Middle Eastern conflict a little bit better and understand what's happening here in our countries in Europe and why it's happening, and who we're descendants of, it's wild. I've spent all of last night listening to. I started in the afternoon, yesterday afternoon. Roy Potter, QA. That's ROYPOTTERQA. He was a military guy. I don't know what his position was, but he must have been a ranking officer. My husband and I have been listening to him for years and years, at least since 2013, if not sooner than that. But he'd been off my radar for quite some time, and he has of late done some excellent videos on the Bible and the origin of the Judaic belief system and the various biblical narratives, and it's absolutely fascinating, and it ties up and tallies up with DNA research that has been found in 2011, when they found out that it's about 70% of all European males have got Tutankhamun's DNA in them. It explains all the twists in history. Interestingly enough, for instance, is just a recent phenomenon that I wasn't aware of, and it hangs together with another channel that I've also found that I need to share with you. Did you know that it was the 7th of October that George Washington, had been praying to God to intercede, and that as of the 7th of October 1777, look would change for the American freedom fighters. Now that's an interesting date, isn't it? 7th of October. You see, the adversary, if you want, uses those dates and twists them around. There was other dates that sprang up yesterday as I was listening to the two channels. It's quite astonishing. Also, I'm just listening to another one of his videos, and he brings up this statement by Jesus, who he thinks was a Samaritan and not a Judite, where it says, if somebody hits you on the one cheek, hold the other cheek there as well, present the other cheek. And he says, well, you don't understand the customs of the day. That was actually a challenge that gives you justification to act. As in, well, you hit me there, come again, because then I have the justification to act upon you because you started the fight, which makes me kind of think of, the knights traditions, where if you wanted to challenge a knight into battle, you would go and slap their face with the glove, right? And that would be a provocation to have a sword fight, or a duel, or whatever it was. Things have been twisted so badly, it's unbelievable. He also refers to several academics, one of which is Jonathan Adler, which is the archaeological brings the archaeological foundation to what Roy Potter is actually explaining in all of his videos. It's fascinating. It's really, really interesting listening to those videos, and it will open your eyes as to what's going on, especially in our Western nations as well, and why we're being under attack, and how this is a total repeat of history, because the same story has played out 2,000 years. And the other channel in connection with this is Trey Smith, Trey Smith, just like Smith, and the video you want to be looking for is I Am. And Roy Potter's video to get you started with all of this would be The Betrayal and Why Joseph. That's a good one. That's more or less where I started watching, and then I went back through all the videos in connection with this. He did one on Enki, he did one on I Am, I will be what I will be, or something is his translation. It's all very enlightening stuff, guys. And you know, the thing is with history is if you don't understand history, and if the history that you're being fed is uh, inaccurate and skew with, because it serves those who want to inflict bad things upon you, then you will repeat the same mistakes. You will be trustingly, you know, running into the trap that's set for you. So, not that my little channel is going to make any difference, or possibly not Roy's either, but you know, the more people that watch it, the merrier, and share it. Go on to Roy's channel and share his videos. I really recommend that highly. Very good man, Roy Potter. Alongside with the slap your face thing, be ye as wise as serpents and as gentle as doves. And Roy Potter just says, do you know what happens when a hawk comes and attacks a dove? I know, he says, because I've observed it. So if a hawk comes and attacks a dove, all the other doves come and attack the hawk and kill the hawk. In other words, if one of your own is being attacked, gather together and strike back. And be as wise as a serpent. A serpent knows when to strike. A serpent is not actual positively aggressive, but it knows when to strike. It sits back wisely and waits for its opportunity to strike. If I got that analogy correctly, he says, you know, those parables, unless you have the historical background as to how people thought and how they observed nature and what they saw in nature, you will not understand the correct meaning of it.